Okay, so this video here is going to be a teardown of the LG C900. Uh, bleh. Sorry. Anyways, so this one here, I don't know, not the most popular phone. So odds are there's not going to be too many people needing this teardown. On a scale of I guess 1 to 10 of difficulty, I'm going to give this one like an 8.5 to 9. It's ridiculous, time consuming, takes a long time just to change the screen, the keyboard, anything. So if you don't have to take this phone apart, then I would suggest not doing it. So as I said, this is going to be a long one. But for this one, for this breakdown or teardown, all you're going to need is your Phillips screwdriver and pry tool and maybe a pair of tweezers, something like that. So let's go ahead and just get right into it. So, as always, pull the battery out. And then we can get started by removing all these outer screws here. So we got 2, 4, 6 of those, and then this black guy here. Okay, so once we got all those screws out, it's going to want to peel back the plastic housing, starting wherever. I usually like to start at the bottom. It's usually fine, it's the easiest. And so grab your pry tool. There's just a few clips holding that all together. So as per, just work your way around the edges of the phone. And oops. Don't worry, it's just the buttons, and they're all pretty much loose. So when you pull the housing off here, make sure you don't lose them, because they're very essential. Oh, there goes one to the operation of the phone. Well, no. Whoop. Someone's giving me a hard time. So it's times like these where an actual case opener tool can come in handy. Or you just make it work. So, housing, whatever. For the first half there's removed. Like I said, make sure you got your volume buttons and your accessory button and your power button. Keep them somewhere safe. So, now onto the interior here. This shit's pretty crazy. There's a lot of adhesives and whatnot holding a lot of this together. So, I don't know, I'll start by removing the coaxial clips. Yeah, 1 and 2. There we go. Get those guys out of the way. Now you will have a couple of screws you'll need to remove. Sorry, one here. Black guy here. And then right up here by the headphone jack. Okay. So next, what I'm going to do is, with the power button up here, it's held on with adhesive. So just peel that up. And just kind of pull that up and out of the way. Then as well the volume buttons here on the side. I'm gonna go ahead and peel them up as well. Same thing as the power button, just held on with adhesive. Okay. Oh, shoot. Getting out of the video camera here, sorry. Okay, so we got those up. Now, we can go ahead and pull off this piece here, and it just holds the headphone jack in place. Pull that off, throw it to the side. Now, when peeling up, I guess, the main board and everything here, there's a couple of things you need to know. First off, it's connected. A couple of ribbon connectors hold that in place. One of them being directly under this area here. You can see a ribbon that goes underneath, and so it's underneath there. So you got to disconnect it before you can pull it up. So kind of odd there. And then as well, you see this connector, this ribbon here. That connector is in between this blue board and this green board. Now in my version of teardown here, I'm not going to be separating the two boards. So you need to get that disconnected without, which is kind of weird. So I guess I'll start with this one here. And so just like any other clip, you're just going to want to pry it up. And just kind of pull it out. Bam. So good to go there. Now the whole headphone jack here, it's just kind of, or sorry, this gray piece, I guess, this corner piece. Whoop, that'll flick right out with no effort at all. And then the headphone jack itself can be removed as well. Alright, we'll hold off on that for a second. Okay. Alright, so I guess to move forward here, you just pry up around the edges carefully, and just kind of peel this guy up, wiggle her around a bit, just kind of. Now you see this is starting to catch here. So once you start pulling, are able to pull up a bit on this side, you just probably should use a plastic tool instead of a screwdriver, but whatever. And just kind of work your way in there and feel it around and get that clip detached. So it's really hard to see like this. Okay. Alright, so got that detached. You also want to watch as well the camera. It does pop right out, but it is also attached. Ooh, there. It's also got a clip attaching it. But there, that's the clip that was underneath, obviously, that I was talking about. Connects right up here. So there's the main board. I don't know if you're changing the camera, headphone jack, anything like that, all accessible. Now I'm just going to put that off to the side. And moving right along. So this is the vibrate module here. Just held down with adhesive. Just pull that up. And then moving around to the bottom area here. Now all this whole thing shebang here is held on with adhesive. So let's start over by the accessory button, or the camera button down here. Whoop. And gently peel that up. And then work your way all the way around, or all the way along. Just kind of peeling her up as you go. Or good one here is to you'll see these different points. I don't know, there's like little holes there. That's holding it all down, as well as the adhesive. So starting there as well, and just whoop, peel her up, and just keep on peeling. Whoop. I find it easiest to use a screwdriver for this. I'd probably say like plastic pry tool would be recommended, but I find that the screwdriver here, the mini guy, gets in the tight places where it needs to be. Oh, almost forgot. Black screw right here. Definitely want to take that out as well. So if you're be careful that when you're peeling along that you don't just peel up without pulling that screw out, because that probably just will not be good. It's gonna wreck a few things, I assume. So peel that, pull this back out of the way. Now right here, also held on with adhesive, so you're gonna want to just peel that up. And there we are. Okay, so now if we go ahead and slide her open, you can expose two bottom screws here for front plate. So I'm going to go ahead and remove these. Now the two screws here are covered with a black sticker. And that's the warranty sticker, right? As soon as you peel that sticker, then they know that you've tried to get into the phone, and void and warranty void right there. Bam. Okay, oh, as well, don't want to forget to peel up this guy here. Yeah, it looks like it's all, you know, like there's a circuit or something underneath there, but no, it's just some adhesive. Once again, I don't know, this phone is pretty much held together with adhesive. And ridiculously complicated. Thanks, LG. Okay, so before I move on further onto the front, or I guess the main LCD and everything, lastly, you just get your pry tool and get it right in between here. Now you'll see all the way along, well, it's kind of hard to see, you've got these clips holding everything together. So if you just pull back on them, it's actually very easy to get the cover off. You don't even have to, you know, put a lot of pressure and pry around with the pry tool. Just use your nail and just pull back on those clips. I might need something for these last ones. So they're a little bit small, hard to get at. And voila, keyboard, outer shell, or outer housing, I guess you can call it, whatever. Whoop. Will pop off, and wing. So that is pretty much everything for, I guess, the keyboard section of the phone. That's it. That's tear down there. Now we'll continue on with the main screen LCD. So once you've got your 4 screws, back to the 4 screws here, got those guys removed. Use your pry tool and work it all around the edges. Right in between, you can see where the division is. And just work your way around. Try not to get your pry tool, shove it too far in there around the edges, otherwise you might it may carry over the screen, and then you don't want to leave marks or anything on the LCD or the digitizer. And voila. So you don't have to, but if you want to separate the 2 pieces, it's gonna work this whole ribbon and everything through that space to over here. I'm not going to. I'm just going to set her down. Sorry, right. Close her up. And just work with it this way. Okay, so moving right along here, you're going to want to make sure you pop up this clip, ping, and down here as well. Bang. And then number 3 there. Now all of this section here, all this stuff here, all adhesive, so you're going to want to go ahead and peel it up. So, Okay. I don't know, I think it's easiest to go half and half. Halfway on that side, halfway on this side. Okay. Okay. And after much excitement, there you have it. So if you're changing the glass or the digitizer, that is where we're at. So as I'm not going to be doing any of that, I'm going to go ahead and put this beast back together. Whoop, dang. Oh, shoot. There we go. Get it back down. Yeah, this is where it gets exciting. Okay. So definitely want to put some pressure on there, and so that way the adhesive will re-stick. Okay. Alright, don't forget so get the clips going there. So, that guy up top. And secure the speaker, and then down at the bottom. Don't forget these two clips. Bang, bang. Okay. And so once you got all those, you should be good to go to reattach to main body. Bing. Okay. Alright. And replace 4 screws. So try and avoid throwing the screws everywhere, because that just will make your life hard. Oh. Oh, I swear LG uses the tiniest screws, has the most components for any phones ever made. Just horrendous. Personally, I hate tearing down LG phones. They're just needlessly complicated, I find anyway, and not quite as much fun as you might think to be playing around with. Huh. Oh, come on, bitch. There we go. Okay. Whew. Alright, so made it. Now, back to this part. Make sure you re-adhese, or whatever you want to call it. Put everything back where it was there with the adhesive. Select that there. This guy is easy to do because got the hole there with the little square, the square hole, so it's pretty easy to figure out where that one goes. Vibrate module, don't want to forget about that. Got a nice little spot there. And then this guy. And so it's pretty easy if you just line up the little holes here. Just line those ones up. And get them in place. And then this one here. Okay. And yeah, nice and easy. Just set her down. Don't forget to push the button back. And just hold it down there for a few seconds. Just so that glue will re-adhere. So black screw, little black screw, don't forget that. Yeah, it's on the rebuilds. A magnetic screwdriver can be your best friend. That is for sure. And go ahead and close this up. Okay, perfect. We're rocking right along. Okay. And coaxial clip. Plug, socket, whatever you want to call it. Bang. Alright, so now we're ready to put the main board back on. And I'll watch the camera. Can be a little tough to position back in its little box there. Bastard. Ah, there we go. And your headphone jack all plunked down there. Oh, whoops. Sorry. Before we get into all of that business, don't want to forget the clippity clip down there. So definitely going to hook that up first before trying to reposition this guy. Okay. Alright, now we're good. So, camera, take care of that. And headphone jack. Bang. All good, all position. Don't forget this clip here. And what I'll do is just pry up a little bit in between the boards, just enough. Because you don't want to do any damage, but you definitely need to get it open enough to get this guy in there. Crap. Okay, oh, not quite all the way. Damn. That one's a little bit of a tricky one, a little bit of a bastard. Okay, alright, so make sure you get your buttons back in place. Those are pretty important. So I've got the power button here. And get your volume buttons into their place as well. Sorry if you can't see what I'm doing from time to time there. So I don't always remember to show in the camera exactly what's going on. So you'll just have to figure it out yourself. Pretty much what that comes down to. Okay, so we got that. Now, take your little thingamajig. Oh, sorry. Corner piece. That, yeah, weird corner bracket or whatever. I don't know what it does or what it's for, but I'm gonna put it back. Now, little metal bracket here for the headphone jack, and then the silver screw is gonna go there. Okay. Alright, there's motor and all. Yeah, we're gonna replace bracket here. And it just fits into place as such. And then tiny black screw in the top corner. Wow. Don't want that happening. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, and last thing there, don't want to forget coaxial connector up here. Okay. And on the home stretch here. Now, we'll go ahead and replace the outer or the rear housing. Oh, whoa, almost missed it. Holy. Don't forget to put your buttons back in, because I guarantee that they will come out. It's, I don't know, if unless you're some kind of magician, something like that, use the force to hold them in place. Like, there's nothing that holds them in place. Like, no little clips, no little pull jobs. It just, no, it just goes where it goes, and that is all. So, yeah, don't forget to put them back into their homes before you put the housing back on, because as soon as you realize what you've done, you'll have to pull that off and do it again. Whoa. See, this is the worst part. Like, this has got to be the worst part of the whole thing, is trying to get these buttons to hold in place, all three of them, while you put the phone back together. Fuck. Fucking volume button. Killing me. That's proper. Okay. So, here we go. Alright, let's make sure. Okay, buttons are good. And power button, good. Now you notice it doesn't look quite right there. It's because still gotta don't forget to put the keyboard back on. Or do forget. It's no big deal to me, right? But whoever's phone you might be working on, they might have something to say about it. Well, drop that into place. And slide her in like so. You just got to kind of maneuver the keyboard into place, and just push your clips back down, and if you've done it properly, it should all just snap back into place, nice and easy. And just wiggle that keyboard around a little bit, make sure it's in its proper place, and don't forget your buttons on the side there. You can tell it's a Windows Phone function button. Okay. Perfect. So, lastly, let's replace all of the outer housing screws. And don't forget the little black screw right here. Whoa. Okay, so yeah, don't forget. Whoa! Don't forget to make sure all your screws are tightened up. And there you have it. So that is the tear down and rebuild of the Nokia C900, or sorry, the LG C900. I'll take this moment here just to remind you that this is for informational purposes only. If you break yours, anybody else's phone using this guide, that's tough beans. Don't come crying to me because I ain't gonna do nothing. Okay, test out the buttons here, make sure that they're pressing properly. And there you go. So, if you like this video, you can go ahead and check me out on Facebook at facebook.com/cellphoneintelligence. As well, if you want to see more videos, teardowns, how-tos, cool stuff to do with smartphones, you know, whatever, all kinds of shit, hit up the YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/cellphoneintel with one L. So, thank you very much. Thanks a lot for watching. And this has been your cell phone intelligence. So until next time.